Welcome to all the viewers out there. I'm Leah Jerry, first year BCom taxation student of St. Francis College, Autonomous Ernakulam. So, as a part of a college IIC club, today we'll be conducting a panel discussion session on the topic Vocal for Local and Make in India under the Atmanirbhar Bharat policy. That is the self-reliant policy. So, let me start by introducing my fellow members for today's discussion.
Hi, I am Parvati Menon KR from first year BCom Taxation Regular.
Myself Ashwini KV, first year BCom Finance and Taxation student.
Hi, myself Aryanil, first year BCom Taxation student.
The introduction part is over. Let's get started. But before getting into the brief discussion about today's concept, let me give you guys an idea about this campaign. That is the Vocal for Local campaign. So, this campaign was recently introduced by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, during his 2020 Independence Day speech, where he declared that the mindset of free India should be vocal for local. Now, what does this mean? This emphasizes on the fact that the products that we use should not only be made in India, but also should be promoted so that the local vendors and local business also stand a chance to have a strong footing in the market and can make their products competitive. This makes India a more and bigger part of the global economy. This not only encourages the local vendors to make their products competitive, but also takes us one step closer towards achieving this self-reliant policy. That is, as an Indian, we don't have to depend on any other foreign countries. We can start relying on our own Indian products and make Indian products competitive. The question arises is, why now? Why did Modi choose such a pandemic for launching such a campaign? But the thing is, we couldn't have thought of a better time. COVID-19 is actually one of the best time for launching such a campaign because if there is one thing that the pandemic and the lockdown has brought forth, it is self-reliance, putting the spotlight on local business. As we know, a lot of products are being produced in the households which are actually gaining global acceptance, which is highly impressive. As we know, the COVID-19 has drastically changed our livelihoods and our lifestyles. We are actually switching to local vendors and local products rather than going for international products and popular Indian brands. This gives an opportunity to local vendors to make their product more competitive.
Exactly as Leah said, this ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has forced many business and companies to rethink their operational strategies, and many business use these opportunities to boost their export and production, and especially local industries like Yellow, Fuju, Panther and Toucan, which are local business but made for a global audience. So it is time to revive those local industries which were previously taken for granted, and also it's time to usher in economic policies to re-energize the local economy. And using the app Yellow, you can create your own market and fulfill the needs of the citizens across the country. And also using Toucan, you can deliver services in even in remote areas via contactless during this COVID-19 time. So from all this we can understand that Vocal for Local really help these local industries to boost their production. And with Atmanirbhar Bharat is a chance for Indian local startups to take charge of the innovations which were previously we depended on global suppliers. And also India had frictions with certain countries like China, who was one of the leading suppliers of electronics and technologies to our country. But in the time of pandemic, India realized that we can't over-reliant on others for key sectors like defense, technologies, electronics, etc. And also, this invasion to our market through these sectors are threatening our country's security. So that is the main reason why India proposed the idea of Atmanirbhar Bharat. By being vocal for local, we are not rejecting globalization but calling for a new form of it. Self-reliance is the new vision of India, is neither exclusionary nor isolate. Local has helped us through this crisis and helped us survive. So we need to improve our local manufacturing and productive efficiency. By doing this, we can help the world as well as compete the world too.
Listening to Parvati, I hope that the concept behind this campaign is pretty much clear. So, as we know, when a campaign is being launched, there are a lot of factors that we need to consider. And one of the major factors for launching a campaign is the financial assistance. And for this, we need to look into the political view towards this campaign.
I second you in that opinion, my friend. To implement the Prime Minister vision for Vocal for Local, the Finance Minister of India, Nirmala Sitharaman, initiated a 10,000 crore project to support the local micro food enterprises to go global. There are many challenges that are faced by the enterprises, whether it is small or big. Few challenges amongst the very wide group of challenges that are faced by the micro food enterprises are lack of basic awareness on the quality of the products they produce and the lack of branding and marketing skills. The scheme will help 2 lakh micro food enterprises to improve the quality of their products and to have produce in global markets. The move is aimed at exporting indigenous food crops such as the foxnuts of Bihar, the mango varieties of UP, saffron of Kashmir, and the tapioca from Tamil Nadu to the global markets. Nirmala Sitharaman stated that this fund will help reach untapped export markets in a view of improved health consciousness. This means that the scheme is related to health and wellness products, herbal products, then organic products and nutritional products. She added that the scheme will be executed in a cluster-based approach. This is a way in which the local capacities, the local value-added products would have a global outreach. They can produce goods of global standards, and this will be supported with their fund initiated by the government. This initiative by the Government of India will build quality agri assets and infrastructure, which will obviously help the small farmers to have benefits in their production. The central government said that the scheme will empower people as well as entrepreneurs to start up their vision, to start up new companies in India, which will have many benefits for the good and wellness and many other developments in the country. The overall conclusion is that the scheme will improve the health and safety standards.
The story of tribal women in Chhattisgarh is one of the many examples of self-reliant India. As COVID-19 is spreading rapidly across the world, these women contributed enormously for the collective fight of India against coronavirus. And this Madhugam is a herbal hand sanitizer developed by these women with the help of Samar Jain, a consultant, a scientist, and a researcher. He paved the way for developing hand sanitizer from Mahua brew, which is an integral part of tribal culture. Bellatrix Aerospace, a Bangalore-based startup, is another shining example of Atmanirbhar Bharat. One of the main constraints faced by space industries is the cost and weight of the fuel, and it also reduces the satellite's capacity to carry more payload. But the company has now developed a new propulsion which makes the satellites to carry more payload, and the company also claims that it is an eco-friendly alternative to the now existing electric propulsion. And these innovations are just a couple of examples to show how startups play a vital role in giving a deeper meaning to Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Realize that this campaign is not to be taken lightly. Everybody is doing their part, including the entrepreneurs and the politicians. Now it's time for the Indian customers to play their part. All this can be for nothing if we don't switch to Indian products. If you're not aware of the Indian products being launched in the market, there is no way that India can be a self-reliant country. Now you guys may be wondering, how as an Indian customer can I bring a change? How can I initiate such a campaign? But the thing is, there are a lot of ways through which you can do this. There are a lot of ways through which you can initiate this campaign and make this campaign successful one. Because we know that the Indian customers are the target point for any business. If the Indian customers don't buy a product, if we don't raise a demand for a product, there is no way that a product can excel or be competitive or have a strong footing in the global economy.
Yes, Leah, there are many ways to support this Vocal for Local campaign. As you have mentioned, it's about supporting our local vendors rather than our big online brands. It's actually about supporting our local micro businesses. To support this great national cause, as a public, we have to make some changes in the products that we use in our daily life, like purchase vegetables and fruits from the street stores and avoid going to supermarkets, purchase electronics from our local dealers rather than ordering online, then opt for local cable operators for entertainments, and withdraw your services from the big corporations. Instead of using packet chips, you can buy dried potatoes from our local vendors, like that. The gist of Vocal for Local is not just to become self sufficient. It means when you're purchasing an item, make sure you are not helping the big companies but the local vendors. It may be a rescue to their sinking ships. It's about telling the world what you can do, Indians can do better.
During this lockdown period, a lot of various products were produced in our households, which gained global acceptance. Then, as we know, financial assistance is being given to this campaign, but still, this campaign needs to go a long way to be a successful one because there are a lot of challenges being faced by this campaign, and one of the major challenges is the advertising problem. As we know, in India, for promoting local Indian products, we often go for the social media platforms. Social media is actually a type of advertisement agency, we can say, because local vendors use these platform to introduce their product or launch their product or make the customers aware about the new business being set up or the new products being launched in the market. In a way, we can say that the social media platforms are a kind of advertisement agencies. But and through this social media platforms, we can educate the customers about the new products being launched in the market, especially local products. But what about, as we know, all the customers are not that active in social media? What about the ones who are not active in social media? How are they supposed to be aware of the certain products being introduced in the market? So for this, we essentially require the advertisement agencies. Advertisement agencies has to be more agile when it comes to the promotional activities of Indian local products. They need to be more vigilant than ever for promoting the local business and local vendors, so that the Indian products can also stand a chance in front of the foreign products. Another major thing is that we need to strengthen the bond between the customer and the marketer. As we know, many of the customers don't go for Indian products because they're not aware of the Indian products. To be honest, I used to be a customer who used to go for the popular Indian brands or the foreign products. I never used to go for Indian local products because I wasn't aware of the products being launched in the market. But the thing is, once this pandemic started, we didn't have a choice but to use these Indian products, and we found that these Indian products are as effective as any other foreign products. So why not give it a shot? Why not give these local vendors a chance to promote their products or to launch their products in the market?
The new hashtag floating around in our imagination of a modern and national life of commerce and business is hashtag vocal for local. Make in India. Go for a self-sufficient and self-reliant India. Believe in made in India and put your buying powers into products and services that are made locally. Movements such as Vocal for Local and Made in India are best campaigned by the leaders that enjoy national repute and might. India got a population of 1.37 billion and 2.7 lakh of manufacturing units, but still we are dependent on other countries for our small requirement. We import almost everything, be it mobile phones, utensils, textiles, home appliances, home decor items, etc. Make in India is an initiative by the Government of India to encourage manufacturing in the country and to dedicate the investments into manufacturing. Some amongst the guidelines that were given by the government are: reduce paperwork required for establishing companies, minimize the time required for government approvals, abolish the corporate social responsibility from the project work. There are 25 sectors that were identified under this mission. Some amongst them include automobile, aviation, defense production, entertainment and media, mining, shipping, etc. We all know that labor and natural resources are available plenty in India, and this makes India the best manufacturing destination. More job opportunities can be created when industries are developed in India. Manufacturing sector will not only boost the training sector but also increase the GDP of the Indian economy. The opening of factories will also contribute to the development of the rural sector, where the pace of development is very low. The government is introducing several reforms to create possibilities for getting foreign direct investment and form business partnership. There are several opportunities as well as challenges under the scheme.
I agree with your opinion there, Ashwini, that the Make in India campaign appears to have come up at flawless time. Numerous giant companies have already communicated their enthusiasm in setting up their manufacturing plants in India, and also the Make in India initiative aims at expanding the manufacturing GDP to 25% by 2022 from the present 12%, and this will result in the formation of 100 millions of occupations. but it has also got some challenges too. Rapid skill upgradation is required on the grounds because skill intensive sector is the dynamic sector of our nation, so we need to give more importance to that, otherwise these sectors may become uncompetitive. But I'm sure that we can overcome these challenges by creating a healthy business environment.
Inheriting a flattening economy with a GDP rate of less than 5%, high inflation, fiscal deficit, red tape, and rampant corruption, Prime Minister had his clear goals. His immediate challenge was to dispel the corruptions around the Indian economy and make it the best store for investors. Since its launch, Make in India had played a major role when it comes to improving the ease of doing business in India. All the initiatives under the scheme had shown a high success, which boosts the confidence of the investors.
I support you, Ashwini. The impact of Make in India will be felt both domestically and internationally. The development of manufacturing sector will create employment opportunities to the youth of the country, alleviate poverty, attract investments, create value for Indian goods. Then it will fix the rising trade deficit, and internationally, it will improve the India's standing in the world. And the investors will look at India not merely as a market but as an opportunity. The interaction between both domestic and international firms will help to transform the domestic firms into multinational companies. Just as China has emerged as the top manufacturing countries in the world, India too can exploit the advantages of democracy, demography, and demand to transform itself into a self-reliant force capable of meeting the aspiration of its own people as well as becoming a preferred destination for foreign firms.
The Make in India is a campaign aimed at promoting India as a destination for foreign companies and a pivot for manufacturing, design, and innovation globally. The Make in India initiative not only focuses on the manufacturing sector but also helps in promoting entrepreneurship in the country. Make in India recognizes ease of doing business, which is considered to be the main advantage for starting up a business. The increase in production will automatically lead to growth in economy of any country. Make in India campaign will provide platform for many entrepreneurs to grow and will provide job opportunities for the huge population. With the investments coming from the foreign countries and growth in the manufacturing sector will raise the bar of the Indian economy.
I second you there in that opinion, Ashwini. This campaign actually includes a lot of policies that can help budding the entrepreneurs. And during this startup era, the entrepreneurs are contributing to their best to make this campaign initiative to the next level. So let's have a look at a few startups that are influenced due to the Make in India campaign. First one is digitalizing the work of Indian craftsmen. The online marketplace of ShopClues have hailed the Make in India initiative by getting over 500 merchants from all across the country on board. They intend to highlight the work of Indian craftsmen by displaying their products on a larger platform. They have also joined hands with the government bodies to help these local traders and local craftsmen to take part in the e-commerce revolution. A personal coach for your fitness goal. The wearable fitness band Koki has recently gained success over the months. It's founded by Vishal Gondal and actually gains a secured fund worth $13.2 million from Ratan Tata. They have also managed to defeat the Chinese company Xiaomi along with other companies like Fitbit and Garmin and have managed to secure the position in top 5. We have the Hike Messenger app. Hike Messenger app was actually introduced by the Bharti SoftBank in 2012 for text messaging from anywhere in India. They've actually introduced 4 different international languages to attract global audience, and they've managed to compete with WhatsApp. They are creating a huge impact on Indian users by using more and more Indian features in this app. Next up, we have Arthur Private Limited, a Bengaluru-based company with its smart electric two-wheeler startup. They have managed to launch a new product that is the Arthur S340 with a lot of features for a better riding experience of the user. This was actually founded by the IIT students and have managed to gain about $12 million from the Tiger Global and $1 million from the Flipkart founders. They have also managed to gain huge response from the multinational companies as well.
India has 6 challenges before it to achieve Millennium Development Goals and sustainable development. Make in India and other parallel initiatives taken up by the Government of India has the power to make India the global manufacturing hub, poverty elevation through generating job opportunities in a mass scale, eliminating discrimination based on caste, gender and religion, and hence achieving sustainable development. It is necessary for India to take up more concrete decisions and steps about cost and other related issues like political, financial and ease of doing business to strengthen its position as a leading manufacturing hub. The world's largest democracy is on its way to become the most powerful economy. Much has been done and still a lot needs to be done, and together we will do it.
Thank you.